we're going to then head out for what will be the last Demersal bash before this season closes again. It doesn't open again until the very end of the year, 15th of December, so we'll see you out there. Well, we've got some bird action on one of these reefs out here, so might actually do a sneaky troll while we're going. There's a lot of weed, so this could be a mistake. The bloody pink and grey galahs, what are they doing out here? Some real weird current lines coming through here, so we'll troll around this. You can see some birds. There's birds working over the breakers there. Alrighty, so I have got some cray tails and parts and stuff here from crayfish that I've caught, obviously, that I'm thinking of dropping down. I kept the horns on them, you know, and I hope that that might be of some interest for a baldy. So I'll try putting one of these on somehow in a way that's not gonna, I don't know, in a way that hopefully works. No idea if it's gonna work, but we'll see. All right, well that's the cray horn. Oh no, it let go. Oh no. Whatever that was a good bloody fish on the cray horn. Oh, you bugger. Well, I don't think he's going to come back after he felt that little prickle inside that cray horn, but anyway, still getting played with. Damn it. I have a feeling that first fish, whatever that was probably a dewy. It was really heavy. Maybe what I'll do is stick down a cray head on a bottom meat rig. Bit more hookage. So let's try that. Let's put a whole cray head down. I'll take the tail bit off. I don't know how exactly to hook this on. It's not like I've ever used one of these before, but we'll wing it. Maybe I'll leave one hook out for a bit of hook exposure. We'll try that, eh? Here we go. Cray head bait. Taking the bait real quick. So I took the crayfish off. I kept getting bites on the cray, but it was just too hard to hook anything. That first one that I hooked, whatever that was, that big bugger, was really the only thing I was able to get on a hook, and it didn't stay on anyway. But I'm using these prawns again now, what's left of them. I don't know how many of them left. To try and see if I can maybe get a another baldy. So there was a lot of fish on the screen. As soon as this thing hit the bottom, it was eaten. So I'm not sure if they're just a whole plague of little snapper again, but possible. They're on it already. They don't feel very big. They're very quick. Now some people have asked me why it is that I use these jigs basically like a sinker with bait. A couple of reasons for that. You've got direct contact with the lure on the end of the line, so there's nothing flapping around when you're using a paternoster rig. So you feel the bite instantly, and it's more direct when you go to set the hook. But also the reason I use those jigs instead of these bottom meat style, which I do use for larger fillet fish, but in this situation I don't really tend to use them. I like using the jig because they're so versatile. As soon as the bait comes off, it reverts back to a jig again. So if the fish are really hot on the bite, they'll eat the jig naked. They don't need any bait on it, obviously. That's what they're designed to do. But also you can cast them for tuna. Pelagics will take them on the jig or on the drop. So they're just such a versatile lure. If you've already got it on the end of your line and you're using it like a baited setup, if something changes, he got off. If something changes in your fishing scenario, then there's a lot of scenarios where that jig will still do you well. So basically it's just about having more bases covered. So I might have to go back to using the little lure again, the little rod. Might be one of those scenarios. Small rod gets the bite. All right, back to old faithful little rod. Let's see what happens. I bet you that I end up hooking fish that I can't stop on this thing when I've been fishing for the last half an hour on the bigger rod and haven't landed anything yet. I am really struggling to get a hook into a fish today. It's not that I can't get the bite, I can't get the hook set. Oh my, seriously, what is going on today? All right, well, we've got something here. This feels like a wrasse. Which would be about right for me. A wrasse. I'll come up slow in case it's just a little tiny baldy that I want to let go. And it looks like it is a baldy. Oh no, it's a foxfish. I actually will keep this. These foxfish aren't bad eating. Oh man, he's coughing shells up everywhere, this guy. There he is, pigfish or foxfish they call him. He is coughing up shells everywhere. Whoops. I'll sort him out and then we'll put him in the bag. Okay, so I've spiked him and we'll bleed him. They're not a big fish, but they're a nice white meat, very subtle flavour, so he's a good eating size for me. I don't need a big fish, so yeah, we'll keep him. And down with another. Woohoo-hee! Come on, Baldy. Go away, Tangle. Not sure what this is, but it's not real big. So again, I'm going to come up nice and slow with it just to make sure it gets the best chance of release. Oh, look at that. Scaly fin. he goes. Did it come off? No, it's still there. I don't know what this is. It pulled hard, but now it's just dead weight. So could be anything, I guess, but it's another bloody foxfish. Huh. Oh, he's got his guts hanging out. So I'll keep this guy as well. That'll be the end of my demersal fishing. He's got a fair bit of barrow trauma. I'm not going to try and release this fish and risk him not going back. So I'll keep this. I've got one other foxfish in there as well. So 2 of these, that'll be plenty for dinner for me and the family. Yeah, I'll sort this guy out anyway, and then we'll head off. So guys, if you haven't already and you're interested in fishing, download the Rec Fish West app. It's great. It tells you a lot of information. It tells you bag limits, what you are and aren't allowed to catch and what times of the year, and your size limits. So these are those 2 foxfish that I was talking about that I caught earlier. They're a 5-star eating fish. You're allowed 2 of them, no minimum size. They're classed as demersal fin fish, so you can only fish for them during the demersal open seasons. But yeah, this app is really handy, guys. If you haven't downloaded it, I suggest you do. There's a lot of information on there. You know, it'll tell you pretty much the majority of the information that you need to know about the majority of the species that you're likely to catch within your area. That's the app. Get into it. So when the water's looking this sexy, it'd be kind of irresponsible not to have a look around to see if there's a king. So you can see all these little boils here, these upswells where the water from these swells are hitting the rocks and it's pushing the water up. That to me is screaming fish. So I'm going to throw a single muley on a hook in there and see if there's anything lingering around. So I've stopped here and you can see I'm just sort of walking out real slow on the sounder. There's virtually no drift, so I've got no electric motor in, no anchors out. I'm literally just sort of floating around, hoping that a kingy swims past. Either I got played with there or I'm in the reef. I think I'm probably in the reef. Oh no, it was a fish. Took my bait. Okay, so there's definitely something there. That is a good start. It's a very good start. Just back up a little bit. There's some big swells coming through here. So you do have to be careful where you stop, obviously, and keep an eye on your surroundings and make sure that none of those are going to roll up on you. Alright guys, well, I gave it a good 20 minutes, half an hour, trying to float some baits around for those kings, and it just wasn't really happening. Anyway guys, really appreciate all your support and everyone watching. It means a lot to me when you guys like my videos and leave comments. Helps the channel out. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit that bell icon. I'll be out quite regularly over the course of the next few weeks to maybe 2 months, so hopefully I'll film a fair bit of content for you guys in that time. We've got the cray pots out, there's a lot of that coming. There'll be more kingfish episodes and crabbing again soon too, so stay tuned. Thanks guys, see ya. A good day when you can do 25 knots on the way home in a 4.5 metre boat.